What's going on YouTube? And today we're going to be playing, wait, I actually forget the name of the game. What's going on YouTube? And today we're going to be playing Outbound, a game that seems to be about, driving an RV, upgrading it, making it a livable home. Oh shoot, dropping me right into it. The art style of this game looks absolutely beautiful, but that's not the only thing we're talking about today, alright? This is a commentary channel, so of course there is going to be some commentary.
I drove until the gray of the city faded from my mirrors.
Huh?
Now, the open road and this camper van are all I call home.
Alright, that's just sad.
Time to start my adventure.
Yeah. You gonna let me talk now? Alright, so the topic we're going to be talking about today is going to be... Okay. Well, actually, I don't really have a topic. So maybe we'll just talk while it goes on about some different stuff. Oh, this reminds me of Firewatch. So this really reminds me of Firewatch. Wow. Oh no. How do I...
This barrier seems broken. Let me see if I can make a wrench to fix it.
No! Why would... Bro!
Ugh!
Ow. Alright, so the topic we're gonna... again, I don't have a topic, so... Think about the trash stuff going on in the world. Global warming sucks.
Another signal tower.
You know? This doesn't really look like a place with global warming in this world. I would like to live here. Find 3 more campfires and light them. Craft the wrench at your vehicle's workbench. Where's my vehicle's workbench? What do you mean? Oh, shoot. So, what the frig? There you go. We got a wrench now. Wow, really fixing that. Wow, oh yeah. You really fixed that one. Okay, so I mean, honestly,
Okay,
we could talk
let's go.
about the topic of homelessness in America. We could talk about that because it seems to be, if you've seen new videos coming out, there was a meeting.
A perfect spot to set up camp.
Can this guy stop talking over me? There was a meeting about funding in America with multiple billionaires that were gathered together talking about funding America. I think it was Jim from Apple, the Apple CEO, that donated or funded $600 billion to the American
More
government.
stuff for the recycler.
$600 billion from the American government. The American government has around over $1 trillion in funding, and yet they can't seem to find the money to help out homeless people around the world. There's still homeless people sleeping out in San Francisco and Florida, California, Texas, and multiple other places because they don't really have much homeless shelters. Now, in Canada, a place where I live, I think I've seen homeless shelters on every corner that I see. Lots of fire. I see a lot of homeless shelters in Canada. And we have considerably less funding than America does, so you kind of wonder where America's money is going. It's kind of hard to think about, because why would they not have enough money to build homeless shelters, or even just go up to homeless people and give them jobs if they want them? They kind of treat homeless people like, you know, nuisances. Just wait for them to die and, you know, give up on them. But in multiple other places in the world, homelessness is also a problem, but America, it is the biggest problem.
Perfect for the next project.
Not the biggest problem in the government, but the biggest homeless problem in the world. There's not more homeless people anywhere else in the world other than America. I do have to fact check myself on that, because I'm not too sure if that's true. But from context clues, I would say probably. It wouldn't surprise me if that was the truth, because I see videos and footage off news channels and multiple other sources of millions of homeless people around America, and they seem to all be sleeping in tents. So where are the homeless shelters for these homeless people? Almost $10 trillion in funding in America, yet they can't find a little, not even $100 million to put a homeless shelter in every state. It's not that hard. I mean, how hard could it be? Anyways, back to the game. What am I doing? What am I supposed to be doing here? Oh yeah. This is actually real satisfying. And honestly, we could talk about two topics on this video. Why is wild camping illegal? I know that there's forest fires in America, and there's forest fires in Canada, there's forest fires all around the world. It doesn't even, like, fire doesn't discriminate on what it catches, right? But the fact that it's completely illegal, I don't even think you could get a license for it. And if there was any type of, like, you know, solution to the wild camping problem and it being illegal because of forest fires and multiple other situations, why would a license to wild camp not be a thing? There's a license to hunt, there's a license to fish, there's a license to, I don't know, there's a license to do everything in this world. But I feel like even though there is probably a license for wild camping, you could probably have a license for it, but even then, I feel like you should be able to just camp without a license. I know that that might be a little dangerous, and I get that, but the fact that you just can't go out in the world and camp is kind of restricting on how it used to be. Like what I'm doing right now, you cannot do this in real life unless you have like a specified license to do it. Or you have someone with a license at the campsite. It's kind of counterintuitive because people are still going to camp. Who's going to catch them? I mean, realistically, I know that there's forest rangers all around every forest, multiple of them, and they're watching for people that are doing that because it's, okay, well, you can't carry 5 berries. Are you serious, pal? Okay, I'm carrying a little more than 5 berries. I'm carrying 2 logs, 9 scrap, 4, what is that? 4 litter. 2 rocks. Yeah, but what I was saying is, I feel like wild camping is something, a lost art, if you will.
A
It should
perfect
be.
spot to set up camp.
You already said that, man. I'm not gonna lie, you're just saying that again for no reason. Needs to be placed on top of a. Oh. Wait, that's sick. Let's put it right there. Two of them right there. Woohoo! Look at this! 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 Can I now put stuff in here? Why can't I put stuff in there? Alright. Well, that's not very nice. What was I saying though? It's kind of counterintuitive on how they want to stop forest fires. They don't let people, you know, go out and camp. But then you see them kind of, you know, setting off rockets, and they're like doing military training in multiple places where they're throwing grenades everywhere. You think that there's a better like solution to the problem of wild camping. Maybe they have to, you know, hold a, I don't know, dude. You have to have a GPS on you? Do you have to friggin', dude, I don't know the solution. I'm not a scientist, man. I'm not a scientist.
A fresh
And
new day.
we could talk about something a little off topic, because we're camping right now in somewhere that there seems to be no ice, but somewhere where there is ice is the United States. Kidnappings and killings of multiple Mexican ethnic or different ethnicities happening in America just because they're a different color, or maybe they don't have documentation. And sometimes they do have documentation, but ICE sees them and they're like, okay, well, you might not have documentation, so we're gonna put you in a van, put things over you, beat you for no reason, because you might have your documents. It doesn't make much sense, but you know, some people might disagree with me, and I'm fine with that, but I believe that ICE is just a problem in itself, and there's a lot of better solutions, again, in America that they can make for their country. And I do understand as well, Donald J. Trump isn't going to be along for a long time, right? He's dying. He has a frontal lobe dementia. He has probably a type of skin disease, or maybe low blood circulation. So, but I'm not excited for who's going to replace Donald Trump if Donald Trump gets replaced.
Time to hit the road.
And I think people are kind of looking over the fact that if Donald Trump dies, I'm pretty sure J.D. Vance will be the next running for president, or the next runner-up in the party. So, I wouldn't be too excited to see Trump die. Alright? Would not be. I think, in my personal belief, that J.D. Vance is a worse president. It will be a worse president than Donald Trump if he becomes president. That's not gonna be a good time for anybody. And I think people fail to realize that because they just think about how bad it is and not how bad it can get. It can get a lot. It can
Looks
get
like
a
I
lot
need an
worse. Could get a lot worse. You know what I mean? But, you know, although it could get a lot worse, I mean, if it gets that bad, just move away from America. I mean, I guarantee you, Mexicans, very welcome to move to Canada. We have a very open border, and I don't think anybody would mind it. You know, we already have a lot of people coming from South Asia, East Asia, and whatnot. So it's not that bad. You know, I don't really want to talk about politics anymore. Yeah, I want to just play this game. This is sick. Download voucher. What that is. What is a download voucher? Alright. Deposit. What does deposit mean? Excuse me? How do I know? You know what? Whatever. Yeah, just whatever. I'm just gonna keep on driving. Oh, lock the download voucher in your backpack. Deposit the materials from your backpack into the vehicle. How do I do that? How do I do that? How do I do that? How do I deposit? What do you mean? I don't know how to do that. Oh, shoot. How do I do this? Wait. I have a problem. It's a pretty big problem. I can make it around that. There we go. Come on, push it. Don't need no axe. Alright. Well, you know what?
Another signal tower.
What? No! No! My stuff! Where'd it go? Oh, you suck. You can't be serious. Bruh. Well, I think that's going to be the end of this video. Not really anything to talk about. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video.